No, because why in southern Canada, where we're parallel with the desert where I grew up, would we ever have air conditioning? And why would I not be wearing a sweater in July bitching about how hot I am? I mean, it's fine. I have to have the heat on in the middle of the night still when it rains. It's cool. It's just effing hot in here. So I have a fan on. Sorry. Anyway, let's get another one going here. Let's keep the momentum going, right? Let's do it. Oh, Aries. Do we do Aries? I feel like we haven't done Aries yet. It's your turn, Aries. It's only 10 p.m., so I can get it done. Aries, focus. Aries. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This is your love read for from middle of June up until the middle of July, because I do them that way. I just do. Please check out your rising moon and Venus sign for additional messages. You can find out what your rising moon and Venus sign is by going to a place like Cafe Astrology or any other place that runs a natal chart. You do need to know the time that you were born for your rising sign. You do need to know that because it does change every couple of hours. I do not sell readings, so if anybody is asking you, it's a thing in the New Age community, so I figure I just preface every reading with it, and it's in the description box of all the readings as well. I do not sell personal readings. I will never approach you asking for money. So, just in case that's a thing, just in case anybody ever hears that, it's not me. Okay, that's a scammer. So you should probably ask them to, kick rocks and report them. Okay. I have 2 social media profiles. One is on Facebook, one is on Instagram. They are my personal social media profiles. So, if anybody's messaging you from any weird places, that's not me, you know? If I'm not already messaging you, you're not going to hear from me, you know? And if you're worried about the validity of any people who are messaging you, just ask them to prove who they are. It's pretty simple. It's actually really simple. All right, let's get started, shall we? Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus. What is your song that you should listen to? I was trying not to channel for these readings, and I ended up doing it anyway for a couple, usually for a couple of the signs already. So we'll see if I can avoid doing that for you. I don't know. They get really long when I do that. Oh. See here. There's things. I mean, there's things. There's things. That's the thing. There's things. Being very vague. There's stuff that you don't want to talk about. Should I take it? I don't know if I should. I'm not going to list it. I'm not going to officially select it. Where do we go from here? By filter? It's going back in the deck. The only way you're getting it officially is if it falls out again. And I don't know that it is. Doing the Unstuck by the Cure. It's a perfect day for letting go. Let's get happy. It's a perfect day for breaking out with a smile without a doubt. Let's get happy. Well, it's much too late to say we'll do it now. You should have done that, but it just goes to show how wrong you could be and how you really should know that it's never too late to get up and go. Yeah, this is a great song. It's a mood boost. I think it's a mood booster song. So, let's get started with your messages. When I was sick, I think it was a couple months ago, I was sad or sick or both, and I was in bed and sad and sick and both, and I edged my deck. So they look like this on the fronts, or sorry, on the backs, and they look like this on the side. So Pretty cool. Now, on this side, on my left-hand side will be messages that you want to convey. On the right side will be messages that the person wants to convey. You are going to choose who you would like to think about. Okay, Aries. Messages from the universe could also be on your side. Or their side. Okay? So let's figure it out. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I would suggest checking out your Moon and your Venus sign. But you can look at them all if you want to. That's okay as well. Ooh, they wanted to come all the way out. I'm hearing Way Out by the Yeah. Way Out. Way out. Still can't do me. I hope I don't stain my shirt. Cool thing about this sweater is that it's open in the back except at the collar. Vents. Air vents. Yeah, listen to that song too. Way Out by the Yeah. It's a good song. Oh, that's one you want to keep hidden. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages in love. Okay, one stayed. One stayed. Okay. To me. Wish I had my tablet out here sometimes. Okay, 1, 2, one more. Because sometimes I'm really like I'm a savant when it comes to like memorizing lyrics. But for some reason, sometimes they escape me, so I have to sometimes look them up. Okay, that's one that they're keeping hidden. All right. What do you want to do first? Do you want to do the one that's hidden, or do you want to do the ones that aren't? Let's go with the ones that that are out on the table for everybody to see. So we have Me Moved Too Fast and It Ruined Everything. Okay. And I love when I get to watch you at karaoke. So Aries, you're watching somebody sing, watching somebody perform. And this is the one that's hidden for you. Family is important. Keep connected to yours. So this is something that you're keeping hidden. Okay. On their side, you must take time to dive into creating music. I think that's a necessity of life, actually. So I couldn't agree more. Pride, community. Are you living in a supportive environment? Okay. That one's upside down. This one was hidden on their side. Okay. This person is a stranger to you now, but if only you knew. So, given the fact that it was hidden, this could be more so that this is somebody that's an acquaintance, but they keep, this could be somebody that you know, but you don't really know. Like, you don't actually know. You think you know, but you don't know. You don't know. You think you know them. There's aspects of themselves that they keep hidden from you. Very clearly. It was flipped face down on the table. For you, I think we're going to use Light Seers. Okay. If you've not been here before for the love read, on this side here will be you. On my right side will be their energy, and down the center will be the energy of the universe is just kind of thrown out down the middle for you in your connection in between the two of you. Pick a person Those don't count. Pick a person. And if you just want to leave it up to the cosmos, you can do that too. That's great too. We always love that. Now I've got that song by Yeah 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 stuck in my head and I want to listen to it, but I can't because my tablet isn't out here. I would normally just listen to music in my earbuds while I was doing readings and it would just be fine. But then I'd be yelling at the camera and you would all think I was crazy. So I'm sure there's a subset of you who already think I'm crazy, especially when I do my channeling. So it's fine. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And a twist for fairness for my Libra folks. Okay. Libra. No, not Libra. It was because I twisted them, and it's a thing that I do. Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Your energy currently in love for June. Queen of Cups. This is Cancerian energy. Could also be Piscean energy. Feminine. Yet, like, we're not going to assign genders to anything. You know what I mean? Because it could be that it's not a specific gender. But this is somebody who's extremely intuitive, musical, that kind of thing. This could be an invitation for you to embody this energy at this time, Aries. You could be stepping into this energy, or you could be surrounded by somebody who's extremely artistic, very intuitive, highly sensitive, poetic, in the positive aspect of things. In the shadow side of things, could be a little irrational, moody, quick to anger, reactive, oversensitive. Somebody who personalizes everything. Definitely getting that Cancerian, Piscean type thing. In their energy right now, what are we dealing with? Death in the upright with strength in the reverse. Ooh, interesting. Scorpio, excuse me, and Leo energy. This is somebody who's going through endings and transformation right now. Rebirth after endings. It seems like they're lacking courage or lacking control in some aspect of their emotions at this time. Having some trouble taming the inner beast. Or dealing with fear, sitting in fear. Something about questioning their mortality also, because we have strength there, and strength with Leo. There is always an infinity symbol somewhere in there, and it is the 8. So could also, with the death card being paired with the death card, be about questioning your mortality. This person. Leo and Scorpio. Virgo, Libra. Could be a Virgo, Libra cusper. Could be a Virgo, could be Libra, could have strong Virgo, Libra placements. Or could be somebody who has had some things that have happened during Virgo season, Libra season, Leo season, or Scorpio season. I know that's like literally like a quarter of the year. Maybe like a good, 5 months of the year. But this is somebody who, I'm also getting a fear of death. A fear of death. Interesting. Check it. just so that it's easier to understand why I'm seeing this. A fear of death, right? Fearing moving on, fearing something ending so that something new can begin even. But the lack of courage about it, the inability to control themselves when it comes to their emotions, when it's linked to this. Do you know? It doesn't necessarily have to be death itself. It can be finality, things that embrace finality and moving on to new things, like when something is over and done and something new has to begin. The inability to tame the inner beast, the emotionality behind this. It's fear-based. They're acting out of fear or rage in reaction to these endings and the transformation, the rebirth that has to happen here at this current time. Anyway, let's crank that bad boy up. We'll just make it a little bit more comfy in here for me while I do this for you. It's gonna be louder. I'm sorry. I'll just yell over it. It's oh, look what I'm doing. I guess it was supposed to happen that way, but the universe decided this was the card that's in between the two of you for your energy. Seven of Swords. So this is energy of somebody who is trying to leave in the night with the swords, sneak away from camp in the middle of the night while no one is watching. There is something here that the universe is throwing at the both of you, where it's trying to do something behind the scenes. There are things happening behind the scenes. Could be that it's necessary for you to live into your intuitive side, even, dare I say it, your musical side, which is something that this person over here, their messages, or, you know, they're talking about, you know, you need to create music, and you got this Queen of Cups over here who is very artistic, musical, poetic, etc. And it's an invitation for you to operate in that energy, in that headspace right now. The inner workings of the universe are such that there's something going on behind the scenes, behind everybody's back. The swords are being taken while everybody's asleep in the camp. It's retreat. You're being asked to operate in this artistic energy, possibly to go through an emotional process and spiritual process, operating out of intuitive energy, connecting with your higher spiritual self even, while this person over here is dealing with this strength reversed death upright shit, which, I mean, is great to deal with. I can't even tell you. And the inner workings that are happening behind the scenes for them, they have to process this, because the stuff that's going on behind the scenes is such that this is a life lesson that they have to learn. Much like the one that you have to learn, right? Okay. No, I'm not doing that again. It wanted to. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm so compelled to peek at that card. It's you. It's you. It's you and Leo, actually. This is how you feel right now. I'm not going to not pull it. I'm taking it. This is where you are in your thoughts right now. You're standing in your power right now. It's leadership energy. You're standing in your power right now, Aries. You are a cardinal sign. All cardinal signs are leaders. By nature, they build. They create from foundations up, and they build people up. That's what they do. The energy here is such that you're standing in your truth, you're standing in your power, your thought process is on point. You might be a little fiery. Just saying. Your thoughts are such that you feel like you're royalty. You're at the top of the world right now. There's something about this is a little bit of a ruler. Do you see the mischievous look on that person's face? Oh, you got to be careful. Be careful. There's mischievousness. You've got, there's something about your mentality is quite mischievous. Could even be willing to stir up a little bit of trouble and drama. I will call you on it. I will always call you on it. I can. I'm an Aries rising. I can do that if I want. That's my personality, is Aries. Right? I know. What are they thinking? Oh my god. I'm just gonna have to, like, ignore. In their thoughts, they feel that their wish fulfillment has totally tanked. The star is a card of wishes. It's also a card of temperance, which is the pouring in between the hot and the cold. Of course it is. Not to the extent of temperance, of course, which is, you know, like the Sagittarian card. This is Aquarian card. It's about innovation. It's about fresh ideas, but it's also a card of wishes. It is the ultimate of a wish card. It is hope, promise. It is wishes. I feel fucking hopeless right now. Aw. That's sad. It could be that they feel that there was a wish that's just totally, and that's it. Yeah, Aquarian energy on that. They've got all major arcana in their stuff. This person is going through it right now. To have all these major arcana in here, if we end up with major arcana all on their side, you might just want to give them a minute or a month or 6 months. What does the universe have to, what is the universe's thoughts on everything that's going on here, Aries? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, lovely. You have 3 cards that have come up. 5 of coins, the Queen of Coins, and 6 of Swords in the reverse. There's a feeling of being left out in the cold here that's indicative of this. It's a feeling rather than a reality. This could even, I would even go as far as to say that this is a little bit of hermit energy. It's going out into the dark and into the cold, that little blanket on, in order to seek a truth of sorts, to actually undergo suffering for the sake of learning, or going through a lesson of some sort, because this person in any other deck, like if I wanted to go through the whole Rider-Waite deck that I have over here, you know, you will actually find that it's somebody sitting outside of a church, and churches are places of sanctuary. So, you know, with the 5 of Pentacles or 5 of Coins or whatever you want to call it, you can always, always, always escape the cold by going in for sanctuary in the church. This person's choosing to go through this. The universe is putting people through life lessons at their choosing, if they choose to go through them. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. This could be feminine. This is feminine energy, feminine Capricorn energy. However, at the same time, it is also not an indicator of gender. It's just the energy itself. This is determination, ambition. This is connectedness with nature from a cardinal energy standpoint. So somebody who builds, nurtures, creates with harnessing earth energy. This is connectedness with the baser side of human instinct from a feminine perspective, which means groundedness, oneness with the basic human emotions to connect us with the earth. The things that make us more animal than human, you know? Because it's in the upright, it's healthy. It's not to excess. This is not indicative of a person because it is in the placement where we're sitting in the universe's energy. And then we have this, which is a card of no movement forward. It's a card of staying in place. It's sustaining this energy. The universe is supporting right now healing, but it's through this connectedness with those earthbound emotions, with those basic earthbound emotions. It's almost the germination of the seed. I keep thinking, like, you have to be in the cold and in the dark in order to grow, to become something more. The universe is supporting things not going well for this person over here right now, so they can connect with what is integral to who they are, but also a part of their basic human nature, so that they can move forward. And I think the same can be said for you. I think on your side, this is an invitation for you to come back down to earth a little bit, because in your thoughts, look where you're sitting. They're already grounded, man. Look at, they're not getting their wish. Right now, they feel probably about 4 inches tall. They're not up in the stars. They're very, very reality-based right now. However, you are riding high. You're feeling on top of the world. And I think the universe is supporting the reminder that while that may be true, to stay connected and stay grounded in your baser emotions and connected to your human nature. Right? What do you have to say to this person this time, Aries? Did I have some shit fluff on me here? I did not. Nice. Aries, what do you have to say to this person? What do you have to say? What do you have to say? Page of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like you're... So it's interesting with the Page of Swords in the upright. Normally this is a card where we always see it as somebody studying somebody, watching somebody, all that kind of stuff. So in the reverse, we would actually like to say that it's not that it's the opposite of that. You would like this person to know that you're not watching them. What I'd like to know is why your card is coming out to tell them you're not watching them. Could it be that you want them to think you're not watching them? Do you not want to watch them? You don't want to see what they're doing? You don't want to learn more about them? This is also a communication card. Page of Swords. It's also about mischievous communication, reckless communication. It could very well be that you're attempting to be careful with your communication when it comes to this person. You could be attempting to be very, very careful with how recklessly you wave that sword around, as to not chop them up into little pieces. Right? You're being careful with your words. There's something you want to communicate, but you're being very careful with your words. Or you're attempting not to communicate recklessly with this person. That's it. Yeah, you're attempting not to communicate recklessly with them. On this side over here, what did they have to say to you? Page of Wands in the upright. This person is the exact opposite. They want to fucking like scream shit from the, they're Trumper's decree over here, man. This is somebody who wants to blow a horn, literally. They have an announcement to make, maybe. They have something they want to announce to you, or announcement they want to make in your presence, news they want to share, There's a letter there, a letter of happy news. This could be something that they want to share, some news that's really joyous and passionate. The bluebird itself is indicative of joyous news, joyous tidings. So it could be that they have an announcement that's really exciting to them that they want to share with you. I feel like this is something they want to share indirectly with you, though, because this is actually facing the opposite direction. I know, like, it's actually facing towards you when it faces the camera, but it's not, and I'll show you the spread afterwards, but this is actually, they're actually, like, you know, decreeing this off in the opposite direction, not in your direction on the table here, like, the way everything's oriented. It's happening this way, not this way. So this person might be trying to announce something so that you hear it, but you don't actually, you know, they don't tell you directly, you know. Like they might be trying to indirectly, like, announce something. It's good news to them. It's really good news, but it seems like they want to indirectly tell you instead of telling you something. It's like they want you to, you know, happen upon the news or some shit like that. What does the universe have to say? What is the universe's message to the both of you? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This one's stuck. Oh, two. We have the Hermit in the reverse and the Ace of Coins in the reverse. So the universe's message is not so fast. There is a contract that's not happening right now. The universe is not supporting a contract happening at this time for you, Aries. But that doesn't mean that you go into hiding and mope about it. This is not a time to hide and mope. This is not a time to go within. This is a time for you to be out and about, exercising the personal truths that you've learned. Seems a little contradictory. Maybe a little compared to, you know, the previous message of the universe, but at the same time, because you don't have this Ace of Coins coming to fruition as it would if it was like this, you do need to be careful about hermiting. You need to be careful about going within too much or being too depressed because some deal didn't go through. Could be the same for them. If something doesn't happen that they were banking on happening as far as a new contract, any of that kind of stuff, they should be wary of, you know, isolation. This is not the time for isolation. Sorry. The fan made my, you know, my sweater do crazy things, and then I thought something was on me. It's fine. What's the outcome on your side, Aries? Okay. 6 Cups in the reverse. So what you can expect at the end of July is if you were worried that somebody from your past, from your childhood, an ex-lover, something that went on in your childhood, if you thought that stuff was going to start to resurface, it's not. This could also be a long-cherished childhood goal or wish, aspiration that is not coming to fruition just yet. I'm not going to say never, but it's not coming to fruition during July. But again, this is more about reconnecting with old lovers, old friends, childhood friends and lovers. Don't expect that it's going to happen during the middle of July. Okay? On their side, the Wheel. For them, though, what's really good for them, considering all this crap, is that they are moving forward. There is a change of luck for the better for them. I'm seeing Phoenix rising from the ashes, do you see? And this is actually a time card for them. Looks to be that things are going to start moving forward for them right about tomorrow. Look at that. This is what I love about these cards. Check it out. Right there. This is where we are right here. It's about to be Letha. June 21st. And this is where we'll be at when this reading is over. So, yeah. They're going to be moving forward. There's going to be a change of luck for them. They're going to start, you know, kind of rolling forward after all this crud. And in the energy of the universe, well, that's good for them. If it's somebody that you care about, you should want the best for them. You know what I mean? You certainly fared well here, right? Sorry, I had something flip. Sorry, 2 seconds. Did not. Universe. What does the universe have as outcome for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Outcome. Okay. Options. Options abound for you and for them as well. One of them is going to be an Aries or Leo individual, feminine energy. Doesn't have to be feminine. And I must say, you have 3 queens that have come out on the board. Excuse me. 3 queens. You have earth, fire, and water energy on the board here. It's pretty darn complete, Aries. So, you know, of these options, you could have an earth option, a fire option, and a water option. You can have an option that has all 3 of those in the chart, which is basically everybody. I mean, who am I kidding? Really, you know, unless you're like one of those people who has like a stellium where you like have a whole shitload of planets in like, you know, like one sign, you know. But options in a romantic sense here. Those are all options. And it's up to somebody to choose which of the options is the best one. There's also a warning not to build castles in the sky. So be careful that you don't believe you have more options than you actually have. It's a harbinger of that. But there's something about fiery, fertile energy here. This is also somebody who loves animals. Very warm, giving, caring individual. Fertility I'm hearing as well. This is Leo season. You might actually see some options open up. But, you know, the summer is kind of like about that. That's normal. Let's see the bottom of the deck. The Fool. That's you. This is really about connecting with yourself at the end of the day. Fine. I mean, I'm finding that that's actually what it is. It's about connecting with yourself and all of the aspects of yourself to become a really holistic human being, really. The only thing I don't see much of here is air. I really don't. But yeah, taking risks. Learning when it is appropriate to take risks. Calculated risks in order to reap benefits and rewards. And then also trusting your intuition to know that sometimes you have to take risks. Regardless. Because the payoff is just so much more. But this is about somebody having to take a risk in order to continue on the path in their journey. It really is. All right. Oh, yeah. Oracle cards. I never use Oracle cards, so I decided to use these ones. These are my Shaman Dream Oracle cards, which are also way the hell too big to shuffle properly. I don't know if you guys have ever seen me use these ones before. I usually just go in my office before I'm about to do readings and pull a whole shitload of cards and decide what I'm going to use. I have a ton of different decks. So, although I will say it's very difficult to find Oracle decks that I like. So I'm a student of tarot first, a student of clairsentience and clairaudience second, and claircognizance of course, and then a student of oracle cards third. So anyway, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have? We're gonna pull 3 for you. What are our messages and our advice for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? during the month. Please do check out your moon and Venus sign if you're going to check out any. I don't want you to have to check out all of them if you don't have to. This might not have resonated, you know. Not every reading resonates for everybody. That was smooth and simple. Let's see what we get. Okay, now let's start with the first one here. End up with 45, which breaks down to a 9. Repairing the veil. So this is about forgiveness. Damn, that's a deep message. Okay, Aries. Let's tell a story, shall we? In between the two worlds, in some spiritual trains of thought, there is a veil. And sometimes in life, when we transition from one world to the next, and we have this veil that stands in between us. Unfortunately, what ends up happening is that sometimes when we have not fully moved on, when somebody has left this world and has transitioned on to the next, unfortunately, it means that there are things that could possibly be, you know, kind of unresolved and can cause a rift in that. I mean, maybe not, you know. I know for me personally, I believe that the veil in between the worlds is fragile. I don't think that we create a rift in it, just for full clarity there. However, I do believe that the veil in between the two worlds is not necessarily at its most healthiest when we have unresolved guilt, anger, resentment, sadness, regret with those who have already crossed over. And I'm speaking from personal experience. Very recent personal experience. Is more important, and not even just about forgiving those who have passed on while we're still left here, but it's even more important to think about forgiving ourselves, because while somebody else has transitioned over to the other side, we're the ones who are still left here, and we still have to propel ourselves forward, and we have to be healthy, and we have to function for those who are still here with us. And we have to keep our responsibility, our ultimate responsibility is to keep our side of the veil healthy, so that when it is time for us to receive those precious messages, those very few and precious messages that those who are not as intuitively in tune do receive, that they do come through clear and they aren't distorted, and we can hear them, but so that we can also receive them with an open heart and mind. And that's very true. So whether you have somebody to forgive or you must forgive yourself, there is forgiveness that needs to take place. Absolutely. I do believe that. 47, Skybridge, possibility for union. Okay, 47. Number 11, it breaks down to an 11. The Skybridge. So could it be here that there is an ability for you to connect with another person on a spiritual level? But the fact of the matter is that you actually have to achieve the same frequency in order to do so. Because it is just a possibility of union. And remember, it is a bridge in the sky. It's not a bridge on the ground. It's not a bridge where one person can be on one level and another person can be on another. You must absolutely both be on the same level in order to achieve that connection. Are you on the same frequency as the person you wish to achieve union with? What is your responsibility in achieving and maintaining that same frequency? And no, I don't have to worry about copying anybody. Frequency is a word in the dictionary. Okay? If you have a problem with it, take it up with the person who invented English. There you go. That's for any of the readers out there. Well, you know, any of the reader out there who has to copyright and trademark everything they say. All right. And 37. Breaking down to a 10. Magician's sword. Confidence in your magic. Well, I don't think there isn't a single Aries out there that isn't effing confident as all hell. This also reminds me of the Sword of Truth. The Ace of Swords. There you go. There's your air card. I think the biggest thing here is that because it is a Sword of Truth, it is about your truth. And the ultimate truth of us all as human beings, that we are sentient. That there is a cord in between our bodies and our souls, and that when we do pass on from this life to the next, we do in fact anomalously weigh 21 grams less. And where does that go? It's magic. It is our souls. And whether or not you believe that is up to you, Aries. Yet at the same time, I do firmly believe that magic is our intuition. It is the essence of us. It is our laughter. It is the things that when we strip away all of the physicality of who we are, what makes you you? What makes you different than every other human being out there? This is just a vessel. What is your essence? What makes you unique? That is your magic. Connect with your higher self. What is it about yourself that nobody else is, and nobody else can be, and nobody else could recreate? Right? Anyway. With that being said, numbers. Numbers in your connection. Yeah. We have 3, 5, 7, and 4. All right. Be well, Aries. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and listening to me do all of this, and this. General readings are probably going to be way longer, way better, all that other stuff like that than this, because I want to try and get another reading done before I go to bed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the generals in like 10 days, because it's Cancer's birthday, so we got to do the Cancer readings. Bye. And here we go. We got to show all this, you know, the whole spread. See, this is what I was talking about, huh? Decreeing that off over that way. Anyway, there you have it. Okay, bye.